Alright, what is going on, everybody? We're doing a weird video today. I'm currently recording this in my car, of all places. I just had some time to kill, and I'm here at this current place that I'm at. I'm not going to go into specifics, but I'm just sitting in my car waiting. I got some time to kill, so I thought I'd record an old video I've had. And I just never posted this video because I just felt like it wasn't interesting enough, right? I just felt like it was going to be like a boring video. But since I had time to kill, I've just been sitting on this video. I've had it. And I thought I'd use it, it may be boring, but I thought I'd use it to show, like, hey, if you play this way, you're kind of lame. Like, you actually are just kind of lame. So, in this video, it's a very old one, if you can't tell once you see the deck. I'm still running the Origin Form Dialga. So, yeah, it's pretty old. And I'm still running the Magnezone engine with the Miraidon. So, Miraidon pretty much helps you get your Magnemites out, which will then help you rare candy into your Magnezones. So yeah, so right here I throw into the Magnemite in the active spot because I kind of wanted to save my other stuff, right? I didn't have the Origin Form Dialga V, I only had V Star, so it was the only starter I could really play. His starter he pulls up is the Bede, which everyone knows what Bede does. It's the Itchy Pollen, the Itchy Boto, where you can't play any items, which really sucks because this deck really relies on items. Because if you don't have the Miraidon, you can't get your Magnemites. If you don't have your Buddy Poffins, you can't get the Magnemites. Your rare candy can't evolve into Magnezone. Can't put Hero's Cape on, all that stuff. So it's really gonna suck. But thankfully he went first, so he can't attack me yet. So I still have a turn. I have a turn to play items. His backline is currently Venonat and some Snowrunts. And if you can't tell already with those Pokemon out, he's currently getting more of the Snowrunts and Venonats like he just did. He filled back bench. So if I was playing Dragapult, this would have been really well for me because I would have just been able to kill and knock out Pokemon every turn. So he's currently going to try and evolve into the Frostlass, which will, I think it's the damage counter Frostlass. The Venonat, I think, does the sleeping powder, I think, with when he evolves into Beautifly. I don't exactly remember which one, but I just remember that pretty much this guy's deck was nothing but stalling, chipping, and doing lame effects. To pretty much you can't even play the game. So I draw into a Serena, but I play into Adamant because I had 2 Metal Energies in hand. So I used the Adamant to pretty much grab whatever I wanted. So that was pretty much good profit for me because I had the energy in hand, and I can easily get all my energy out with the Magnezones, and I have a lot in this deck in order to be trashing that stuff. So instead of grabbing the Miraidon, I chose to grab the Rotom in the Origin Form V. But I guess I chose to go back on that just to get the Magnezone because I had a Rocandy in hand. Why not? Next turn, I should be able to evolve. If not, then it's because he Itchy Pollen me, which I just realized now is a bad thing to do. I put my Hero's Cape onto Dialga just so I can keep him, big. Especially he'll be even more big when I evolve him into V-Star. And now it's his turn. Yeah, okay, so it's Venomoth. Sorry, Beautifly is from whatchamacallit, Caterpie. So he evolves into Venomoth. And then he Itchy Pollens me, so I can't use any items. So no rare candy onto my Magnemite, which really sucks. Really, really sucks for me. But it's fine. I'm just going to evolve into V-Star. So I cannot rare candy now because he Itchy Pollen me. But I can do other stuff. I have some energies that I can place on to either Magnemite or Origin Form V. I also have a boss's orders that I can use to switch out his Bede if I really wanted to. But instead I just put my energy on. I retreat into Origin Form Dialga V-Star. And then I think I use Serena here. If not, I boss's orders his stuff out. I don't exactly remember. Yeah, I boss's orders his Bede so that I can maybe see if I can get rid of it so I can, use some items next turn. So I take out his Snowrunt. And I was thinking that he wouldn't have an energy in hand, so that's why I did that. It was like the best play I could do. Because I don't really know what I could get off of Serena. I'm not too sure. Again, this is a very old video, so I didn't know what I had in this deck. So right there, I draw into an energy. I use Rare Candy onto Magnezone. And then I use Magnezone's ability just so I can hopefully get enough energy onto my Dialga. And I get 1 energy, which is just enough, I think, with the energy in hand to do the first attack. I think, which is, what, metal coating or something like that? Or is that an actual attack? I don't exactly remember. It's been a minute. Because I know it's either V or V-Star that has metal coating or something. One of the moves that lets you put metal energy from your discard onto your Dialga. But it was the attack version. V-Star has the attack, not the one where you put on. And then I draw into a Greta, or Grito, however you want to pronounce that character's name. I never played Scarlet Violet. I think, what does Greta do? I think she grabs you energy, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But he brings out his Bede, switches it out for Venomoth, Venonat, whichever one. And then he uses, Preplexing Powder. Yeah, if you can't tell, this guy is playing nothing but effects now after pulling up that card. He Night Stretchers his Snorunt back out. And he plays it, obviously, because he wants to get those Frost Blasts out so he can start moving damage counters around. He uses Perplexing powder, and I think that, makes me stop from attacking, if I'm not mistaken. I don't exactly remember. I draw into the Miraidon, which is really, really good, because then I can get more Magnemites out, which means I have more chances to get a Magnezone. But I also forgot you can use Miraidon to get the Rotom, because that is a basic electric type. And Rotom will actually help me a lot in order to get more cards in hand. It does end my turn, though. So it's just a nice backup in case I need cards in hand, which I will do. Because I already know that the Perplexing Powder is going to hurt me. Thankfully, it doesn't do any damage to me. It just stops me from attacking. So yeah, the Greta does actually help you get energy in hand, which is really good. And I only have one type of energy, so I can just grab whatever I want off that. Okay, Perplexing Powder, so on and so on. Another Metal Energy. So if you can't tell, I'm going to be drawing into a lot of Metal Energies because this deck is like pretty much, I think, a fourth Metal Energy. Because you really need a lot in this deck in order for Dialga to hit like a train. Because the amount of Metal Energy you have on him, the more damage he does. So I start putting stuff onto my Magnezone just in case if I want a backup swinger. Because I already have 6 energy in hand. And then I use Serena to discard 3 energies. I get 2 more, a Rare Candy, and a Iono, which is really, really good in case I really want to get rid of something. And then off of Rotom, I draw into another Magnezone, which is perfect because I only have 1 more Magnemite on the field. So yeah, right here the negative effects from Venomoth. I think it like stops me from attacking in a way because I think I hurt myself if I were to swing. I draw into an Ultra Ball. I don't need the Nest Ball anymore, so if I were ever able to Ultra Ball, I would just get rid of the Nest Ball. Right there's the Iono. Shuffle, take equal to your prize cards. I can't Rare Candy because I think, oh okay, that's what Venomoth does. I think it also means you can't use items, which sucks. Do I have Magnezone here? I don't exactly remember. I do put an energy on him just in case, again, I want a backup swinger. It's fine. You know, Flash Cannon, I think, is the move that the Magnezone gets. So Flash Cannon is not a bad move. I think it's like 130 damage, if I'm not mistaken. So since I'm not attacking, I'm just going to be using that time to pretty much just stock up hand to get what I need, and then I'll Iono. I'm pretty much just going to be using what I can to get my board set up, and then I'll Iono. He has Crushing Hammer, which will help him get rid of some of my energies. And I think he gets rid of 1. What does he get rid of? Does he get rid of 1 from my Magnezone or 1 from... Or is it one of his? No, yeah, it's one of mine. So he gets rid of a... He gets rid of a Metal Energy. It does not scare me whatsoever because I have, like, what, 18 in the deck? So it does not affect me whatsoever. Draw into another Rare Candy. Evolve into Magnezone. Really, really good. And then... Do I Ultra Ball for another... Oh, no, I Hisuian Ball because... I guess I just knew there was an Origin Form V in there. I put my last one on board to start building up for board, which means I will not be Ionoing this turn. I Ultra Ball just to get rid of some stuff in hand. Get ready for the Iono play. What do I grab here? Do I grab the Archerolodon? I don't think so. No, I just grabbed another Origin Form V. Even though I already had one, it was just a cycle out hand. It's fine. I do not care. I already have a good setup board to where I don't need anything else in hand besides the energies. And maybe some supporters, who knows. I was about to say, I was about to play the Iono, but I was just like, I just grabbed the V. But I guess I do anyway. I don't know why I did that. Again, this is a very, very old video. I do not know what I'm doing. I do not know what was going on through my head at that time. But before I forget, we're going to attack. Yeah, I'm confused. There you go. And it's heads, which means I think I let it goes through. Yeah, it goes through. So if I land heads, it goes through. Alright, so I take another prize card. And this match is very long because, again, he was stalling. Like, he was playing lame effects, doing lame abilities. And I get it. He put time into this deck. He was reading cards. He was like, this will be funny deck. It's not funny if you're losing, right? It's not funny if it didn't work out so well. And your opponent just knows how to get around stuff. I think this is pretty much what the Jellicent people are doing now. They're just trying to find ways to be funny with the ability, and I think, you know, it's funny. The Jellicent stuff is actually pretty fun. So he finally gets evolved into Frostlass, which means he can start moving some stuff around. He plays into what, Bug Catcher Net, or something like that, to help him get the grass energies, and then he plays Perplexing Powder again, which, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, there you go. There's Frostlass. Yep, Frostlass puts a counter onto stuff, the damage counter. I got Irida, which will help me get a water Pokemon, which is pretty much only there to get, I think, the Lumineon, if I'm not mistaken, because I think that's the only water type Pokemon I have in here. I think the Irida is there to help you get that. So I swing at him, but he has Perplexing Powder on, so I take 30 damage instead, which is fine. I'd rather just take the damage. It's only 30. If I don't start swinging now, I'm going to deck out and I lose off of that, but it's fine. What sucks too is because he's not running any like Roblox Pokemon, I have to take one prize card at a time, which means I have to like knock out Pokemon as fast as I can. But luckily for me, because Frostlass only puts 10 counter on stuff, it's going to take him a minute for him to even knock stuff out with the Frostlass, which is fine. It's fine, dude. I have like Pokemon that are 200 and above, besides the Magnezones. So what do? I have a lot of stuff that I could do here. I could Magnezone, right? I could Magnezone, start building up. There's my gold medal energy. I could start building up for other Magnezones to swing with. Start building up towards the other Dialga, and then yeah. So Magnezone needs 3 energy. So there, I have another backup swinger. If I wanted to do it again, I could Magnet, whatever, Magnezone's ability to get more metal energy. But no point, right? No point. But I guess I do it. But this is a surprising episode for me. It's like watching another player play, because even though it's me, I don't even remember what happened in this match. I don't know why I didn't put the extra energy onto whatchamacallit. But right there, I used the retreat so I could swing with Magnezone, so I can get rid of that Venomoth, so he could stop, you know, hurting me. But it's fine that I can retreat into Magnezone because he does enough damage to knock out any of his Pokemon, which is perfect. It's totally fine. So right there, he just used Frostlass to use the ability to put more damage counters on. It's 10 every time, but it's fine. And then what works out is if he were to Perplexing Powder again, I could just retreat and swing with something else. It's totally fine by me. But I think I go gambling, and I think I try to swing at him with the Magnezone again. I don't exactly remember. But that is a really nice art for Magnezone. I will say that is a sick art for that Pokemon. You would think that other Pokemon would get stuff like that too, but no, you have like Mantike over here with only 2 cards in the whole game. Frostlass doing her stuff again, putting more damage counters on, which sucks, but you know, again, I have high Pokemon to where it doesn't affect me as much. And I think the Frostlass only works if there's already damage counters on it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't exactly remember. So right there, I retreat so that I can swing. I Giga Magnet, and I did not get any metal energy, which is fine. And I only have 7 cards left, which means if I don't kill 3 Pokemon in the next 7 turns, I lose. Because I'll deck out. So pretty much, I just Metal Blast. I take another prize card. And hope for the best, pretty much. I draw into a Metal Energy, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. So pretty much, if I'm able to knock out his Venomoth, I can secure the next kill, which will help me win the game. Because if I can find a way to somehow kill his Venomoth, maybe relying on luck with the coin flip, I can win the game for sure. Plays another Snow Run. If you realize, I think the Frostlass actually stacks. Like, if you have 3 on board, you could put like 30 damage counters on each Pokemon. Right now, he only has 1, so he can only do 10 apiece. So now it's my turn. I draw into a Nest Ball. No point in me playing anything because I just can't. There's no point. I'm going to deck out if I do. Or trying to search for a Metal Energy. Yes, I will confirm the attack. Let's flip that coin. Hey, let's go. Heads. This is what you get for playing lame. Knock that Venomoth out, baby. Easy dubs. And let's take a prize card. And we get another Metal Energy, which is perfect because we could put those 2 onto Magnezone. But it's already game, dude. Even if you were to attack with Itchy Pollen, I don't need an item. I don't need to use an item at all. And no matter how many snow runs he stacks, it's not going to be enough to knock out any of my Pokemon. None. None at all. Yep, so Itchy Pollen, Freezing Shroud takes effect, which he can do it twice, so it does stack, but nothing knocks out. Enjoy your stalling days. Enjoy building decks with nothing but stalling and lame effects. You lose. Good day, sir. You lose. You lose. Shake my hand, you lose. Just shake my hand and you lose. That's it. Realize your ways. Realize that your ways are flawed and dishonorable, and fight me. So right here, I just go for the BM. I retreat, because there's no way he could stall me out or stop me from swinging. So I go for the BM because I felt like he deserved it. And what I do is I put my 1 energy on for Metal Coating, which it is for Dialga V, to help me get energy, and I put it onto Dialga V. And since I have another energy in hand, I could just attach that and swing for game. That's it. That's it. So now it's my opponent's turn. And when it's his turn, when his turn is done, he'll put more damage counters onto my Pokemon, which will be enough to knock out one of my Magnezones. But dude, I do not care. You can knock out. Take your prize card. I pitied you so hard that I felt like you needed a prize card, right? Because you weren't getting any game. Yet Freezing Shroud knocks out my Magnezone. Go ahead and take your prize card, little baby boy, and realize your ways and realize that you are never winning in life. Yeah, I'm salty because there's people. This guy built this deck thinking it was gonna like slap, but it didn't. It really didn't. That's the funny part. Oh, wait. I remember what I did. I retreated and swung with the Archeralodon, because it's just enough to knock out Bede. Talk about VM, dude. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Easy peasy. Oh, my mouse. Easy peasy, baby. That's what you get for stalling, you loser. But anyway, that's the video. I know this is kind of like a toxic video, BM. It is. But like, if you play like that, you're such a loser. You are a loser. It's so lame. Like, fight me. I brought out these Pokemon so we could fight, not so you could just do lame stuff. But that'll be it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in whatever I make next.